Cliff Arnoose. I live here, Adams Lake, Melmalqw-em. We're originally from Adams Lake, Kristalna, one of the original members there. I have been here, living here, and working here since I came back home in 1991, and have helped the community grow, helped the community be what it is today. So that is some of the things that I have done, and that's who I am, and that's the pictographs that are all over our Secwepemc territory. You know, they're put there thousands of years ago, and at that time there was not too many ways of writing or leaving messages. So this is one way that our ancestors have found to give the messages that will stay for a long time, and they're important messages. They're landmarks, they're stories, they're, you know, all about what's happening at that particular time. And I guess there has been science and studies on the type of paints and different bear grease and different colorings that they use to do the paintings, and that is also another discussion that needs to be done, and likely studies have been done on it. But it is important. It is important to know your land, know your people, and know the seasons. It is also markings of our ancestors who have given, like I said, given us a message about big events at that time. Like it would be about the salmon, you know, when in the river here, when there is too much pollution or some kind of disaster happening in the water, you know, that has happened once before, way back when the flood or the Fraser River was blocked for a number of years, and the salmon were not able to come through. So there are stories and there is markings on the land indicating these kind of things, these huge events. Also, it is a marking of where we were. This is a title. This is our land, Secwepemc, if they talk about it, and this is proof that you know, something that has shown everybody today where we were, what we were doing. This is our land. This is where we live. This is how we survive. How you show pictures of the animals, you know, the moose and the deer, and salmon and the water, and all those sacred ceremonies that took place way back then. It is very important, and this is how we send the message from the past to the future to now, and we look at it, and this is what is happening, and we're reading it and seeing how nice it was way back then, you know, likely a paradise with lots of medicines, lots of clean water, lots of animals and medicines, celebrations, all those good things. If there's no respect for anybody's writings or stories or anything like that, people are going to look at it in the wrong way and want to destroy it or paint over it, or somebody may want it as a souvenir above their fireplace and sit back and look at it and think it's something they can own. That is a wrong way of looking at things, you know, because it is something that to protect it tells the title and rights of the Secwepemc at that time. This is our land. This is where we were, and this is where we fished, or this is something that was going on at that particular time. There was no you know, there was no rain, or there was no too much rain, or there was fires, or, you know, different things that happened to our people, or we moved from one place to another. We were all very mobile in our communities. I'm here at Melmalqw-em, which is also called Adams Lake, and that was a name from our initial community up at Adams Lake, Kristallnacht, and we moved here. We were forced to move because of various people trying to eliminate the history of our people, and we got to protect it. You know, we got to use it, got to visit it. It's a ceremonial process that you go and find a way to preserve it. One way is digital cameras and that, you know, as long as it's stored properly and not used in the wrong way, but also making sure that the elders go there and tell the story to the young, so that they have the history of that particular painting on the rock. The rock itself is there for thousands of years, you know. The mountain is not going to move, the rock's not going to move, so that's why they're put in places where they are rarely hard to get at and hard to find unless you knew a bit of our history. And protecting them from people who want to erase history is important, very important.